Hey everybody, Scott here for Toaster Tips TV. It is Saturday, and I am doing a supplemental video to the one I did yesterday, which was just showing, some of my favorite clean profiles. But then, I got some flack for it on the Facebook page. They were dull, lackluster, boring, which, when you listen back, they are kind of dull and boring. And I think it all has to do with how they were EQ'd during the profile. And I think they were all EQ'd, with everything at about 12 o'clock. So you're really not going to get a super bright, super bassy, terribly dynamic profile, I don't think. Because, but you can change that. That's what the EQ's for, yo. I'm going to show you what to do with this, or how I would do it, because that's all I can do. I can only show you what I do. That's how I roll. So let's, we're gonna dress up two of them, but we're not adding effects. We're not adding reverb, delay, EQ, or compression or any of that. We're gonna deal with the profile, its amp characteristics, and its EQ. Sound good? On two of them. So we're gonna do the 67 Michael Britt Deluxe and the Rigbusters EWS Brute Drive, which is, what is that? That's a Cornford MK50 with that pedal in front of it. Shall we? Okay, today I'm going to show you two profiles. And these do not have any added reverb, delay, EQ from the stomp section, or the mod, or the X. I'm just adjusting the amplifier and the EQ settings on the amplifier. And as you might remember yesterday, they were a little bit lackluster. Today I'm using the neck pickup. It's a Sir neck pickup, and just going to keep it simple. It's much more defined. It's in your face a little bit more. And sounds more like, plugging into a Deluxe. Now the next one is that EWS Brute Drive, Eric Gale's, the Rigbusters. And this one, to me, is a really good approximation of a clean amp with a tube screamer in front of it. It's low gain. I've added some direct mix, so the clean guitar underneath is coming through a little bit, and it's sort of boosting the punch of it. So let's go over to the Kemper. I will show you how I did this. All right, here we go with the 67 Lux Verb 1S. Right off the bat, I raised the presence and the treble, raised a little bit of bass on that, on the EQ end of the profile. On the amp, I boosted some volume because they're weak right out of the gate, and I boosted the definition, a little bit of power sagging, some pick, compressor. All these things add up to a nice present, punchy sound, some clarity, and the direct mix. I like the direct mix because I'm adding some clean guitar, just direct guitar, to the mix, and I really like that added bit of character that it gives. But hey, maybe that's just me. Maybe you don't dig it. That's cool. But the boosting of the presence and the treble made a big difference in brightening it up, and switching to the neck pickup on the guitar, of course. So, there's that one. I also monkeyed with this one, which is my new favorite Stevie Ray kind of rig here. And, you could I was thinking you could always take out the Cornford and put a different amp in there, but it wouldn't really be the same thing because it's got that, never mind. I'm just talking shit. The EQ on this one, I've boosted the presence and the treble again, the middle a little bit, just to brighten things up, And on the amp, I boosted a little bit of volume. This one's got the booster pedal in front of it already, so we don't have to throw as much volume on it. Definition, I didn't really touch. I added some power sagging, pick, and compressor to this one, though. The compressor adds some girth to the sound. It's not really a traditional compressor in the audio sense, in the studio sense. I added some clarity and a little bit of direct mix on this one too, because I don't want it to be super saturated. I like Stevie's sound when it sounded like he was just barely using that TS-808, and it was just, his sound was just heavenly. But one can only dream of recreating that, and I'm not really trying to recreate it. I'm just trying to get something that sounds good to me. So those adjustments and the volume made all the difference to me. So there's that. Harper, what the fuck? There you go, everybody. No need to bring Telecasters into this. We're fine with just this. Just some basic EQ tweaks and some amp character tweaks can make all the difference, I find. Now, add a compressor to this, reverb and delay. Jesus Christ, you got a sweet-ass sounding rig. So, I would not be complaining about this sound. Just saying. I wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crackers. Anyway, that's just me. So, I will see you on Monday, and until then, rock on.